Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We got a little bit of the news here, and the first thing that we're going to start with the news today. First thing that we're going to start with the news today is again Palworld. Now we've been talking about this a lot. We've been going over it a lot, but there's a couple different things here that I just want to mention real quick. We're not going to go into it super crazy, but we do have a little bit more information on the development of how Palworld came to be, as well as some other things involving the Pokemon IP. So we're gonna get into this. We're gonna talk about it here a little bit. So let's go over it, shall we? Let's go over it. I know we've been doing Palworld a lot lately, but I promise it's okay. It's okay. I mean, it's news. It's something new. It's something that I didn't talk about, the days before or whatever. So let's take a look at it, shall we? Give it to us. Give it to us. That's the wrong screen. Thank you very much. I forgot to turn that off. Anyways, let's take a look at it right here really quick, though. We are on CMDB, and the game is currently almost hitting 2 million players again. They need to hit 2.08 million or 18 million to 2.18 million, whatever. They need to hit 2,018,000 players in order to beat their all-time peak. However, this is technically the time that it was yesterday. See, 1400 yesterday is when it hit its peak. So there's a there's a chance that Palworld will not break a new all-time peak record today, which would be the first time that it would not break its new record in the past, like every single day it's been released. I mean, every single day it's been released now, it has hit a all-time peak player count of a ridiculous number every day. This may be the first day that it doesn't break that record, but we're gonna find out. We'll see. We're gonna keep an eye on this throughout the day here. Well, throughout the morning, because this only applies to the morning. It was made by AI. Is that the news? No, no. So we already went over that. So here we go on to the next thing here. So that was just a small little thing here, but let's take a look at this. So Palworld game is a little interesting. Okay, so the Palworld story is wild. Dubbed Pokemon with Guns, the game is. Hang on. Twitter Zoom. The game has sold over 6 million plus copies, which I believe is at 8 million plus copies right now in the past 4 days, making its developer Pocket Pair over $100 million on a roughly a $7 million budget. The video I saw that all the devs for the game never used Unreal Engine, and the senior dev had to show all of them, and they had middle schoolers do some artwork for characters. There's some interesting things going on here. Definitely is. Some details about the game development process. Okay. So the CEO of Pocket Pair worked at JP Morgan Securities before launching a crypto exchange in 2014. He made some money in crypto and used funds to launch indie game developer Pocket Pair in 2015. The original Palworld team was 4 people and started with $10,000. The main model developer is a high schooler who the team met because he worked part-time at a convenience store they frequented. Okay. Okay. A high schooler who was a part-timer at a convenience store. Now that's not anything bad though, okay, in my opinion, because that person who did that is very talented. Okay, the modeler is very talented to do that. Okay, the guy's cracked. He's a prodigy. All right. They added guns to the game because to be a global success, it had to do well in America. And the CEO said Americans like to shoot things. They added guns to the game to target America because the CEO says Americans like to shoot things. That is crazy. That's why he added guns to the game. That's wild. That's wild. Yo, Isaac, welcome back. For the Pokemon Company released a statement regarding Palworld. Yeah, we'll go over that. Asked about Nintendo, the CEO says they make innovative games, whereas he is fine to chase trends. I don't have a creative vision. I just want to make a game people like. So innovative games Whereas he thinks it's fine to chase trends, but then he says, I don't have a creative vision. I just want to make games people like. Now, this here, I don't know. I don't know why this is in brackets exactly, but that's not really innovative if it's, you're chasing trends, right? But I mean, whatever, dude, whatever. Okay. Now, this is one of the, if you know anything, all right, if you know anything about developing any single thing in this entire universe, this one-liner right here, or two-liner right here, is the most wildest thing you've ever heard before. There was no version control. The team saved files in a bucket of USBs and merged them to the main build when done. They took a bucket of USBs, put the game updates on them, and then just took the USBs and put it onto the main build of the game. According to this, anyways. That is the most wildest thing ever, right? Oh, yeah. Nintendo makes innovative games where he's chasing trends. Okay, all right. I get. Okay, I read that wrong. Okay. Yeah, this is the most wildest thing ever that they use USBs to do that. That's crazy. That is development ridiculous. Switch from Unity to Unreal Engine late into the development process. Okay. And then there are rumors that the game assets were mostly created by AI, but they deny it, and there is little evidence. Okay. Palworld's early success is astounding when you consider AAA game titles easily break nine-figure development costs. Example, Cyberpunk 2077 has run $400 million plus. Earlier today, Palworld peaked at 1.8 million concurrent players. This is old because it actually peaked yesterday at over 2 million players. Okay. Whoops. Right here. That's the second highest ever for Steam's platform, ahead of Counter-Strike 2 and behind only PUBG. It does have the second all-time player peak on Steam ever. The next set to watch, Nintendo released Pokemon Scarlet and Violet in 2022, and it has sold 23 million plus copies. Could Palworld top it? I don't think so. I do not think Palworld will top 23 million plus copies sold, simply because I think they're going to die out before then. The hype is going to just die out before then. Okay? It just is. All right? So, absolutely crazy, but I know it has hit over 8 million plus copies sold. Okay. Now, on top of that, this could be a movie. It should be a movie. Wait, what should be a movie? On top of that, we have the next point of topic here for Palworld. The Pokemon Company releases a statement regarding Palworld. Inquiries regarding other companies' games. So they state here in this image, we have received many inquiries regarding other companies' games released in January 2024. We have not granted any permission for the use of Pokemon intellectual property or assets in that game. We intend to investigate and take appropriate measures to address any acts that infringe on intellectual property rights related to the Pokemon. We will continue to cherish and nurture each and every Pokemon and its world, and work to bring the world together through Pokemon in the future. So, yeah, I don't know what you guys take from that, but the reality is, will they look into the infringement on copyright or not? Because I don't think they really will. Let's be honest, this guy right here, I think, summed it up very well, stating, this is just a please stop sending us emails about Palworld statement. And I definitely agree with this. I think this pretty much is a guys, please leave us alone. Stop talking about Palworld to us. Leave this alone. I'm pretty sure that's basically what this is here, I think. I don't think they're going to really do anything about it. But who knows? If they do, then Palworld is gonna have to step it up. I don't really know. If you want to, the only real thing that like you can compare the Pokemon assets to the Palworld assets are like some of the visual things, right? And some of the models. But if you look at the gameplay, bro, the gameplay is almost an exact copy of Ark. Okay, it's like Ark with guns basically, but instead of dinosaurs, you got these Pokemon looking things. It's way more like Ark Survival Evolved. I forget who said it in my chat. Yes, like a couple days, scapegoated maybe. It's way more like Ark than it is Pokemon. But Pokemon fans just decided to pick from this and just absolutely destroy this like crazy. So it's pretty wild here. So I don't know, what do you guys think of this? I don't think Nintendo's going to do anything here. The way that this game was made is absolutely mind-boggling, and I will say, even given, okay, here's the like, hey, calm down, hold on now. Given all of this information, and there's more information than this about the development of Palworld and how ridiculously stupid it is, even though the development of it and the way this game came out to be is really stupid, and it's like, how did they do it? They still had one of the greatest launches, in my opinion, one of the greatest game releases, in my opinion, ever. Okay, how many other games come out that get to be this size that doesn't ever have everything break, man? Right? Everything breaks in every single game that releases. I mean, even Call of Duty can't do it correctly, right? This game releases, yeah, they had a couple hiccups here and there, but ultimately, in my opinion, they had one of the smoothest game launches that I've ever seen. Like they actually, their game launched fairly smoothly, in my opinion. It launched very smoothly, especially compared to way other indie games, triple A games. It doesn't even matter. So I'm actually surprised, given the come up of this game and how they released it. It had a very smooth release, in my opinion. It's wild, right? Pokemon kind of has a game like Palworld, just without being able to build and stuff. Yeah, it's more of an exploration game and capturing Pokemon. Yeah, yep. Nintendo's got nothing. There's no copyright being broken. I don't know. The reality is that it's kind of like they have to try to figure out, like, okay, hey, it's kind of like making a pan for cooking. Okay, I make a pan for cooking. I have the sides come up about 1.5 inches on the pan. I have 10 rings in the middle of the pan for heat. Okay, and I have a silver metal handle on it. Okay, it's kind of like, okay, yo, this other company made a pan that is like that. It's got 10 rings in the middle, but it's a different color. But their side goes up about 1.25 inches. Mine goes up 1.5 inches. So I mean, oh, it's got a metal handle. It's kind of like trying to find all the things of like, oh yeah, this is exact copies and stuff. Ultimately, there's going to be similarities. Yes, you could do the best you can to try to prevent those similarities the best you can. But although again, Palworld's got a lot more differences here, but the reality is, I don't think Nintendo's going to do anything about it. I don't think so. I mean, the likeliness of it, it's just, I don't know if they think it's worth their time. You're talking, there's a lot of money involved in the going into something like this, that like Pokemon is just like, nah, this game's gonna die. And I do believe, although this game is hyped up like crazy right now, and it's heading towards another peak, which I don't think it's gonna get because it's slowing right down. Although it's blown up like crazy and it's got a gajillion players on it, I don't think it's gonna be enough to really have anything come out of it. And I think the hype will die down, and Palworld will slowly kind of die over time. But there will still be a you know a player base for the game. I definitely think there'll still be a player base for the game unless they completely kill it. But we'll see. I have a feeling though, in about a month from now, all you're gonna see on Twitter is Palworld memes about the game dying, more than likely. But we'll see, right? We'll see. I believe they will go after the 100 mil. Maybe. I don't know. Gonna break copyright, make a little guy that's green with big ears, and give him aviators and a kick account called No Pay. Yeah, true, true. But yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know. We'll see. Sir Oak Tree, good morning. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what you guys think of this, but like I said, I don't think anything's happening about it. Don't think anything's gonna come out about it. And yeah. So,